Big gonna be first up over in the Shaman, and Alistair finally gets a chance to play. But versus this guy who's got himself the biggest one-shot in the world, Alistair is prepared to AMS at the ready. Question is, does Big still go in with the biggest damage out there? Does go for the zaps. Oh! Alistair, are you alive? Are you okay? He's still alive, he's still kicking, he's got his grippy hand, just gripping everything in the world, trying to go for the big old grip onto Big as he goes in for a Taser Lasso. Maybe he can go for a knockback. Lava Bursts are ready, firing off at least some meatballs at the guy. Looking for a Hex. Alistair does not have an answer for this one. Used the Human Racial earlier. Now kind of limited on what he could do. This were Big. I think he's going to wait maybe 30 seconds until the Stormkeeper's back up. That will get himself another, what is it, Frost Shock Wombo combo in there. You know what I mean? As Big trying to see if he can back himself out of this as best as possible. Alistair at least should have AMS for the big burst combo. If he can use AMS before he gets set up on with a zap combo, he might be alright. Big avoid him entirely. Do you switch over to normal elemental? You switch over to the normal earth elemental. You don't have the earth elemental stun anymore. That's wild. Root does get himself an Ice Sphere off of those pets with a Stormkeeper to follow him. Maybe get himself a big Stormkeeper. Does go for the AMS. Doesn't matter. Big is just going to send everything at the guy. There's just nothing he can do. Goes in for the last second. Oh, just blasts him out with a big Elemental Blast right afterwards. Sham Chart is up next. Big just trying to see if he can avoid him. Got himself full lasso, but looks like he's sapped up. He stunned his totem. Hold on. He stunned his Earth Elemental. He didn't stun the Shaman. He stunned the Shaman's Earth Ele. Oh no. Big trying to see if he can catch up, but he's just in a pretty big deficit right now, cooldowns wise and health down wise. There's a lightning lasso is out. Does drop the stun totem onto Sham Chart. That is so good though. That stun totem is so perfect. Oh, what a good planning for this man. Is Sham not deterred at all by any measure, trying to stay on him, dropping down the stun totem. But Big is a little too short to be hit by the stun totem. Just able to avoid it with that Z axis just being right under that thing while it's up on the ramp. Sham leaping around the corner, got himself some Frost Shocks, looking to get himself maybe a bit of a setup, but does get sent flying backwards super far away as Ice Sphere is a backup for Big, trying to see if he can maybe keep the pressure rolling onto the alley. Lava Bursting. I think he is probably playing like a full-on Lightning Bolt build, isn't he? Right now for Big, it's an opportunity to maybe have himself a big go. Sham trying to see if he can zap him out. Big Sunder does try to see if he can remove the totem. Big zaps on the Sham. Doesn't even matter. Big just goes in for the wall together with the Guardian, everything available, trying to see if he can keep Tick out in the open. Is gonna, or Tack rather. Keep calling you Tick, because I keep thinking of Tickle every time I see your name, but it's Tack. Tic-tac-toe. What am I doing with this? Why am I calling you the wrong name? Why are you playing Lightning Elemental? I don't understand it. Is Lightning Elemental actually really good? Or does it just do more damage? This man's been doing some weird stuff. Playing a Zappy build. Got himself a Lightning Elemental. It's just been wild today. As Tack tried to see if he can get himself around the corner. Does get himself the Frosty Elemental. Looks like he wants to get himself a big burst setup. Does get rooted, blinking in close with a Ray of Frost. Maybe interrupted. Big is going to take a lot of big hits out of this one though. That is a lot of damage together with a flurry. Oh, those are going to shatter crit. That's going to be a lot of damage to deal with. One of your spells is Frosty Mage Shatter. When they hit a target that's frozen or treated as frozen, they do additional crit chance and additional crit damage, I believe. So Big got himself maybe a bit of a setup. Big Primordial, is it going to be enough though? Oh, Tag didn't even get a chance to blink, let alone figure out what the hell is happening. As Big got himself a big setup, but he doesn't know who's going up against. Is it Baron? Is it Saya? Who is ascending? I think it might be Baron. No, Saya charging out. He got himself full jailer, like executioner mod going on. Loving it. But for Big, he does have a pretty big problem of 30 seconds until his big CDs are back up and available. All he can really do is try to see if he can knock Holy Saya off of the platform. Maybe have himself another knock, trying to go for a bit of a burrow. Holy Saya just immune to the damage entirely. We'll probably have a bubble available later as Big try to see if he can back up out of there as best as he can. Looking for a leap, maybe knock back into Saya. If he can get himself a decent situation just positional, he might be okay, but still it's a lot of damage out of the Paladin. I think it's over. Yeah, he does end up taking him out fairly quickly. He wants to make sure and keep the Shaman threat contained as best as possible. This is going to be who? A Bet? Yeah, Bet up next. I'm sucking on. Jake, he said, I'm sucking balls, not sucking, soaking. That's what he was trying to say. He was like, I'm sucking balls. No, wait, not sucking, soaking. It just came out that way. And yeah, so good. That's meant for you. Bet is going to be up next versus Saya. Does go in for a full stun with a Sepsis. But Saya, not deterred, just gonna stay a hold of forward, hanging out by the eye, stunning to bed. Maybe a trinket, does get a trinket. It's gonna be Sepsis breaking through the shield of Vengeance, searing glare to make sure the rogue cannot go counteroffensive. Wants to go for advantage, trying to go for those shadow strikes and visitors, but all of them are missing. Not deterred though. Holy Saya is still just getting absolutely chopped apart right now. Might just go for regenerating, does go for regenerating. Bet is super aggressive. I like how he even went for a kick, trying to see if he can maybe interrupt the cast. Not gonna happen. Picking up the eyes, got himself blessing a Saint. That's huge. Saint is massive. Is gonna make those stuns and even blinds last a little bit less long. Is it blind? Blind? Yeah, I think so. Gouge? Gouge doesn't work on though. It's just gonna be Ben just bailing out of there. I love this dude. He's like a road runner kind of deal, right? Hit him with a gouge. Hit him with a meep meep and ran off with a sprint. Does drop down a final wreck. I think it's all for the rogue though. Oh, cheat death? Denied, apparently. Nigel, at least trying to give this man a bit of an honor duel. Trying to give Saya at least a possible honor duel if he at all can. It looks like Saya is gonna take it. I like it. I like seeing it. Look at this. Got him a nice little bow. Nigel charging in, stun onto Holy Saya. Perfect opportunity for the Demon Hunter to ramp up some damage. Saya no longer has an immunity except for a lay on hands, which will help him recover a little. He better use it as early as possible. We are 30% dampening. The longer you wait, the less effective it's going to be, and you might as well use it while wings are active. Honestly, I might just want to use it immediately. Stunner to Nigel, does go for the trinket. Big charge with a hunt right afterwards. And Saya, lay on hands just to give himself a little bit of survivability. Last second trinket, but I think it might be over. Blind on Nigel with a searing glare. We'll let you buy. No, I'm not going to let you buy any time. I was thinking he was going to start missing all of his attacks, but I think maybe he already had some kind of like a chaos cleave bleed on him. Either way, the big items, Baron, AMSs, all of it, trying to see if he can protect himself in that shell of anti-magic. IBF to make sure he's fortified. Silence on a Nigel, gripping him back in as he goes in for another walk. Since he's surrounded by the armies undead, he might as well take himself out of that situation into another reality. Dome down while darkness is up. Both of the Demon Hunters and the Death Knight are tanking up as much as possible. Quick blind as Baron, trying to see if he can maybe get himself some resources, maybe get some kind of a setup. Nigel not feeling all that good, having to back up out of there. I don't know if he's got a metamorphosis available. Big Clone Shadows for Baron, got himself range and is going to be able to take him out. Does end up burning a trinket for this one though, with the monk going to be up next. Definitely need a trinket for the monk. Maybe he can go for the death pack really early. I don't know if Duella is going to give him an opportunity to recover. Yes, he is. He's giving him this honorable duel. This means Baron gets an opportunity to use AMS here. He'll be able to use death pack defensively. Maybe he'll be able to even get a chance to use his regenerate if he ever can get away from the monk. So this is an opportunity. A proper chance. I love the duel. Duel, you're a winner in my book. Whether you win or lose, you're a winner in my book already. Just forgive this man. Proper honor duel. Alexib, Zoan out. Serenity, full fist of fury. Does go for the stun. Baron trying to see if he can summon up the homies into battle, but Karma barely doing anything for you. AMS barely able to deal with it. Dark Pact not giving you a lot of health. The duel just had the break in the laws of physics just to zoom down the ramp next to the guy. That is rough. Big doesn't going for a big one-shots there. Holy Saya bringing it back for his team little by little. And then Demon Hunter does get to shut him down. But most people, except for I think Grifka and maybe one more on Team Grifka, got a chance to play there. Love it.